Hi y'all, I'm Claudia with Eat Color with Claudia, and thank you for watching. Today we are making like one of my favorite dishes of all times. We're making pasta and peas. This is a traditional Italian dish. It's simple, simple, simple. As with many Italian dishes, there's different ways to make it. Mom made it with a very light red sauce, and I like to always just make it with like a clear sauce. Pasta e piselli, 5 ingredients. Pasta and peas, chopped parsley, a little bit of onion, and some Parmesan cheese. You've got a large pot, fill it with water, 3/4 of the way through, and this is to cook our pasta. Get it up high, rolling boil. It's going to take a little bit of time, so let's get this going. We need pasta. The Checo brand is the best, so look for this if you can. And for this dish, we're using 10 ounces of pasta. I'm using the orecchiette, and you can also use the shell pasta, and you can really use any pasta you want. But let me tell you why I like orecchiette in the shell, because after the peas cook, and you mix it all together, the little peas, they kind of settle into the little cups, the little grooves. It just makes it really fun to eat it. It's easier that way, and it looks so pretty. And of course, you get all the taste in one bite. It's the way to go. We've got a large skillet, and this is where like all the magic is gonna happen. And I've had this preheating now on medium. So we'll let this get a little bit warm before we put anything in it. Let's drizzle in 3-4 tablespoons of olive oil, a half of an onion chopped. And I like to use the yellow onion. We're gonna saute this for about 10 minutes until it gets nice and soft, and just right before it starts to get like a golden brown. While this is going, let's talk peas. The star of the dish, right? We want 10 ounces of peas because I'm using 10 ounces of pasta. You have choices. You can use fresh peas. I mean, springtime, be perfect, but it is a little bit of work. You can also use canned peas. If you do, be sure to drain them really well. The only difference is with the canned peas, your color is not going to be super vibrant green, and they do tend to get a little mushy. But my dad, he loved these peas, and so does my husband. But I like the frozen peas. Right here. And any kind of petite peas will work great, and you do not need to defrost them first. The onions are cooking nicely. They're just about ready. They're getting soft and a little translucent. They're going to cook some more in here with the peas, so we don't want them like completely cooked. So we got the water boiling. My onions are ready to go. And since we want to be like eating quickly, we can do both of these things at the same time simultaneously. The first thing though is get the peas into the onions, add a little bit of salt, and now you want to stir your peas in with the onions. And throughout this dish, while the pasta's cooking, we want to keep coming over here and giving this a little bit of stir. So now, rolling boil, add your salt. 2 tablespoons of some coarse salt. We'll drop in the orecchiette. Let's go ahead and give that a stir, because you don't want your pasta to stick. So it's always good to give it a stir for a few seconds or so. Make note of when you put the pasta in, because this pasta is going to cook for about 3-4 minutes less than what the box says. So this pasta takes 9 to 11 minutes. I'm only going to cook this for about 7 minutes because it's going to finish cooking in with the peas. Keep giving these guys a stir. Keep your eye on them. We are right at the 8-minute mark. So now we're going to go ahead and get our pasta in the skillet. Righty, use like a strainer here. We need the pasta water to make the sauce. Now with your ladle, we want to put in the pasta water and put in enough where the pasta water kind of comes up just on the side of your pan. Let me turn this off, and now we got to stir, you guys. We are going to stir. This is where all the magic comes from. This is how we're going to get a beautiful, what I call clear sauce, but it's actually going to be creamy sauce without the cream, because the starch will start to excrete into this water here. You'll see, and it's just going to be tasty and beautiful. We're going to be adding cheese. And I've got some Parmesan cheese over here. You can use Romano cheese if you want, but I really like the Parmesan because it's not so strong. And I like to, instead of grating it with like a regular grater, you use one of the zesting graters because look, it's nice and light and fluffy, and it just seems to melt in with this sauce very, very easily. And it's really perfect that way. Yeah, as you're stirring the pasta, keep an eye on the water that's in here. If it starts to get a little bit too dry, you can always add some more water right here. But the idea is for this pasta to keep cooking in here. Remember, we took it out early, so we want the pasta to just cook to al dente. I think it's time to taste. Perfect. Okay, now turn off your heat. And can y'all see this beautiful, like, look at the white sauce right there. Oh, add now some Italian chopped parsley. Oh, a nice handful. Grated Parmesan cheese. Give this some more stirs. Now you can always add black pepper or red pepper in here if you want, but we kind of just like it just like this. And can you see, you guys, how the peas are kind of falling into the, you know, the little cups of the orecchiette? How beautiful. Look at this. Is this not just magical, y'all? This dish literally came together within minutes. I'm telling you, it is just the best. And then you can take a little bit of more, you know, of the Parmesan cheese and put it on top like that. And you're eating. And goodness in every bite. Ooh, delicious. And so tasty, so creamy and luscious. Y'all, you gotta make this. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, okay? And like my channel, subscribe. And so next week, y'all, bon appetit.